Hello everyone, welcome to the yoga class for balance. Today we'll learn about how to balance a body. Now there are different kind of illnesses because of which your balance gets disruptive. Your mind doesn't help you, your body doesn't help you, you lose your strength. So for balance, we should also have a bit of strength in the body, and that's what we have to and we should focus on. That is to improve our strength and improve our balance, both together at the same time. So, before doing any yoga practice and going into particular asanas or poses, we should warm up our body, right? So, let's do a little bit of warm up of our body, right, starting right from our head to our toe. The entire body should be warmed up, and thereafter, we should look into some of the poses that we should do for balancing. Right. So let's start with the head, which is the neck movements. So all we have to do, we have to sit straight, cross leg position, our hands in chin mudra, just like this, our index finger and thumb touching, and your three fingers open, and our spine is erect, and we have to move our head. So up and down. The trick is, while moving up, away from the ground, breathe in, and going down, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's do side movements. Breathe in the center, breathe out at the side. Breathe in the center, breathe out on the side. Breathe in the center, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now let's do some head rotations, which is going round. So breathe in on the top, breathe out as we go down near the ground. Let's do 3 times each side, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Right, now let's do something for our hands. So let's do for our wrist and our fingers. So close a fist, open a fist, close a fist, open a fist, close a fist, open a fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now stretch your fist, fingers backwards and downwards, backwards, downwards, backwards, downwards. Now the right hand up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now rotate your fist and anti-clockwise again, and bring your hands near your shoulders. This is for the elbows. Now let's do it sideways as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's just rotate our hands. So breathe in when we go up, breathe out when we go down, up, down, up, down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now let's do it anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's do something for our waist. So let's go round. So here also, breathe in when again away from the ground, and breathe out when we are near the ground. And let's do it anti-clockwise as well. And let's go down to our thigh, and let's do the butterfly pose. Just hold your legs and flap. Keep flapping as much as you can, as fast as you can. Keep flapping your legs. Right. We can do this for 20 rounds, 20 times or 50 times, depending on our strength. Now, let's straighten our legs and do little movements of our toe. So, crunch your fingers, open, crunch your fingers, open, crunch your fingers, open, crunch your fingers, open. Let's continue this movement. You can do this anytime, even when you are sitting on the chair or lying down on the bed. You can continuously do this. Then stretch your feet. When they're stretching, it's the outward movement, you'll get the stretch here. When it's the inward movement, you will get a stretch on the calf muscles. Stretch, stretch. You need to have flexible body, flexible muscles to gain strength and use your balance. So these forms are really important. Now, clockwise and anti-clockwise ankle rotation. Now let's lift our right leg, and straighten it. Then bend and straighten it. Then bend, then straighten. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Again with this leg, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Now let's touch our toe with our hands. Let's do dynamic movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when we're holding the legs, that too, we can keep holding it. Stay in the same position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Now shaking the legs, loosen up those muscles. Keep shaking it. Now let's come to a very important position which gives you strength on your hands, on your back, as well as your legs, which is a cat and camel pose. So come to the table pose first, and from here, crunch your back and look up. This is a cat pose. Here you have to breathe in, and then you have to make a hum of your back. It's a camel pose, and breathe out here. So let's do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from here, come to cat and camel position. Sorry, the downward dog position. And stay here. Give a little bit of stretch to your hands here, to your legs here. You feel the stretch on your calf muscles, your thigh muscles, and your hands. Now, try to walk a little towards your hands. You'll get more pressure on your hands. Now move backwards. Now again, move closer. Stay there. Now move backwards. And come to child's pose. So when we are doing this, we are putting a lot of pressure on the hands and the legs. So let's continue to build up this strength and this kind of pressure, and this will really help us improve our strength in the body. Yeah. So now the next step is, from here, the downward dog position, let's go to the plank position. So there are three kinds of planks. This is one of the plank wherein you come on a toe and you straighten your hands like this. So come to downward dog, then plank. Downward dog, then plank. 1, 2, breathe in, breathe out. 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 Now breathe in and stay in this position. And from here, you will have to lift up your hands one by one and touch the opposite shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now come to child's pose and relax. Now come back again to the table pose, and from here come again to the downward dog position. Now from downward dog you go to the plank, and from plank you go to the side plank. Just you can actually put your hand like this or like this as you want. Go back to the plank and then go to the side plank again. Again, let's repeat this one more time. Let's go back to the child's pose. Now from here, let's stand on our legs and come to Veerbhadrasana, which is the warrior pose. The warrior pose is where you have to maintain a distance between your legs. So how you can do this? You can actually jump and make a distance. Yeah, so jump and make the distance. This leg will be 90 degree and this leg will be straight, pointing out. Right? So from here, we have to bend down so that our thigh is parallel to the ground. Has to be parallel. And just raise your hands like this and look in front and maintain in this position. Now from here, you have to put your hand down on the mat and look up. Now go back to this position and now you have to bend backwards. Your left leg hand will be crawling down on your thigh and your leg go down as much as possible, and your right hand will be above your head. Maintain this position. Now come back to the warrior position. Now let's do this on the other side. So now this leg will be 90 degree and this leg will be pointing towards the camera. Now this thigh will be parallel to the ground, and look in front. Now this hand will be on the mat and this hand will be raised up, and look at your hand. After this, go back to this position and let's scroll our hand down to our thigh and a leg, and your left hand will be above your head and bend backwards. And stay in this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to this position and relax. Now, another very important balance exercise is to just stand on your feet, on your toe like this, right? And gaze at one point in front of you. So stand and just gaze. Little advanced version of this will be raising your hands up. So raise your hands up. You can interlock your fingers if you want up, or you can just straighten your hands and just gaze right in front in one direction. Just concentrate on one single point and you will be able to gaze it and stay in this position for a long time. Don't let your thoughts wander and distract you. Initially, if you think you're not able to stand on a toe for a very long time, of course, you can use the wall to hold and then probably stand up, or a chair, whatever is comfortable, right? So another position for or asana for balance is tree pose is the advanced one. So let's start with a variation of tree pose, which is a simpler one, which is doing nothing but raising your leg high. Maybe your hands can be like this, or like this, or like this, whatever you are comfortable with, right? This is with right. You can again do this while holding the wall or a chair and just raise your leg up. You can raise it higher if you like. That is also fine. The point is finding the strength and putting the pressure on one leg so that your one leg can support you and you can find the balance from one leg. This is the main idea. Now, while you're raising your one leg, there are multiple other exercises which you can do. First, I'll start with a very simple one, which is walking on a toe. So lift up and walk on your toe. Walk on the mat. Just keep walking on the toe. Walking on the toe is something which I'm sure many of your doctors must have also made you do in the clinic while examining you physically. So walking on the toe is very important. Not only this, walking on a straight line, your toe touching the other toe, other heel. So this is also a very, very important exercise. This you can do while looking at your feet. This you can do while looking straight and walking. Right? So keep walking like this. Another exercise I can say is, again, putting a pressure on one leg. So for example, I'm lifting my right leg, my pressure is on left leg. All I have to do is do some movements of the leg. Maybe move my leg like this or like this, or just the one I showed you, your ankle rotation. Maybe you can do some ankle rotation like this. So many of you, when you raise your leg and do the ankle rotation, you will not be able to do. It happens. That's very, very common. This will happen with practice. So again, hold the ball and do it comfortably. Same, let's do with your right leg. Other variation is lift up your leg and rotate your leg, right? Or you can rotate and clockwise and anti-clockwise, both the direction. Again, left side if I do without holding the ball. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So it's difficult when it comes to one of the legs, but it's okay. Just find your spot, find your balance, and continue doing this. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The other one is, of course, we have to be very flexible, and we have to be uh, very focused and balanced on our workout. So we all know sit-ups, right? So of course we'll do two variations now. So one is, of course, spreading your legs, and your feet are pointing in front. All you have to do is join your hands, bring it close to your chest, and go down and stay in this position. This is a very good hip opener exercise. Also helps you to focus and improve your strength and balance. And get up. Now other kind of malasana, but which is not going down completely, is the chair pose, which is like halfway you have to go down but maintaining that position. So here you have to just bring your stay in the normal position with your feet apart, raise your hands and go down like this and stay in this position. So this is an invisible chair position which will help you to give you strength here on the thighs, your legs, your core muscles, as well as your hands. And come back. So let's do little dynamic movements of this for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stay in this position for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the other exercise which I can suggest you all to do is spread your legs and raise your hands up and go down and touch your mat. When touching your mat, you can crawl up, and this way you will stretch your legs and your hands and give a little bit of pumping, pushing this way, and then come back. Again, go back, crawl up, do a little bit of pumping, and then crawl back. Right? Now, following this, of course, there are many other movements that you can do. For today, I think you shared many of the exercises with you. I hope you really get benefits from this if you practice. So practice and let me know how you feel. Thank you very much for joining us. And if you have not followed the channel, please follow and subscribe. And we'll be sharing more videos like this.